Hey guys, for this video today, I thought I'd do a bonus video where I'd share my thoughts on the 2019 Little League Classic jerseys that the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs wore recently for the Little League Classic this season. And what Major League Baseball is doing now is they're now having at least one special game that they play at Williamsport Stadium, where they host the Little League World Series every year. And in my opinion, I think that's a really nice gesture from Major League Baseball to provide that game, which I think it's only one game that they do every year in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. But I think it's a wonderful gesture by Major League Baseball to send two teams there every year to play at least one game for all of the kids that are playing there. I think that's a wonderful gesture. And I noticed that what they've been doing now for the second year in a row is they've been creating special jerseys that are very kid-oriented. And honestly, I don't mind the idea. And it's cool because I noticed they're doing buttonless pullover jerseys, the old style. And you know what? I think it's a really cool idea that they do something special for the Little League World Series and put together a special Little League Classic and creating special jerseys for the event. I'm not against the idea. And I want to share my thoughts on the jerseys and uniforms that the Cubs and the the Pirates. Sorry, I was thinking of hockey. I just saw a clip on TV. Sorry. I mean the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs uniforms that they wore for this game. So, as you can see, for the Pirates, not the Penguins, Pirates, it says the Berg instead of Pittsburgh. Now, for the Cubs jersey, it says Cubbies on the front. And notice the chest stripe on the front as well, eh? I actually feel that that's really cool. As for the nicknames and the fan name for what they call the Cubs when they cheer for them, when they say, "Let's go Cubbies." Personally, what I would have done with this jersey is I would have just made it say Cubs. I would have preferred that over Cubbies, but for the Little League Classic, it's okay. But if it were me, I would have just made it say Cubs. It sounds better than Cubbies, in my opinion. And as for the Berg, I hope I don't come across as being a party pooper, but I wouldn't have these special nicknames for the cities or for the team's names. I would just have either the city name or the team name on the front. In Pittsburgh's case, I would have certainly had Pittsburgh on the front instead of the Berg. See, I mean, I understand and respect why they did this, but personally, I'm a little bit more old school, I guess. I would have just put the city name in Pittsburgh's case and the regular team name in Chicago's case and called them the Cubs. And on this one, it would say Pittsburgh. Overall, I love the bright golden yellow on the white jersey, and the Cubs jersey is actually quite nice. I really like the double blue and the chest stripe. I actually think it's a really good idea, to be honest. The light blue looks good here. I don't know if I would necessarily have put it on here because the Cubs, as far as I know, don't have powder blue as part of their regular color scheme anymore, and they haven't for a long time. But overall, these jerseys look really good. I've got to say, for a Little League Classic, doing something kid-oriented, I feel that both teams did a really good job with their uniforms. Now let's take a look at what the Pirates jersey looked like with white pants, and honestly with the regular white pants. And notice the cap with the, I believe it's now retired Pirate Head logo. I've always liked that logo. I wish they would have used it with a red bandana on the cap for better contrast, but personally, for a jersey design clearly inspired by the jerseys worn by the kids at the Little League World Series every year, I feel that the Pirates did a really good job. And honestly, I like the jersey. The only thing I would have done is I would have made it say Pittsburgh on the front instead of the Berg. Now, also, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure on the back of the jerseys, all of the players had nicknames on the backs of their jerseys instead of their last names. And for a kid-oriented uniform, I'm okay with it. It's when they do like Players Weekend and stuff that they do it that I just think it's kind of cheesy and gimmicky and kind of stupid. Personally, I don't agree with it, but however, for the Little League Classic, doing a kid-oriented event, kid-oriented uniform style, this is a rare situation that I'm actually okay with it, where I think, okay, well, it's a nice gesture to the kids, and I think that's pretty cool, and that's what it should be about. It should be about the kids, at least in my opinion. Now, if you look at this image of the Cubs gray uniform and jersey that they wore, you know, I don't know about you viewers out there, but I believe that if they would just make the front say Cubs instead of Cubbies and take their logo off of the upper chest there and put it on the one sleeve, I actually feel that this could be a wonderful away jersey option, believe it or not. Now, something I want to quickly add as well, I haven't been able to really find any real great photos of the backs of the jerseys, so the Cubs, the back of their jersey that you see here had the red numbers and red letters on the back exactly like their regular away jersey. Now, I think the letters were red. I know the numbers were red. And if I am incorrect, please correct me on that. But I know that the numbers on the back of this jersey were red. Now, as for the white jersey, the numbers and letters on the back were just black as far as I know. At least the numbers were, and if I am incorrect, please correct me on that as well. But I'm pretty sure I'm right in both cases. But anyways, in this situation with this Cubs Little League Classic jersey, I believe that with a few little tweaks, this could be a wonderful away alternate. In fact, they could even do like, I don't know, maybe like a light blue version or even a royal blue version with like a light blue or even a white chest stripe on the front. And it could be a great alternate uniform. I mean, would I want it to be a main Cubs uniform? Absolutely not. But in terms of it being like an extra alternate option, I gotta admit, I really like the style of this jersey. Something about the chest stripe on the front is eye-catching. The royal blue chest stripe on the gray really is eye-catching, great contrast, and to me, I just feel it's a really nice jersey design. I mean, their away jersey is not bad. I mean, I'm not, you know, I'm in agreement with everyone who believes that baseball should keep their gray away uniforms 100%. But sometimes gray uniforms can be a little bit boring sometimes when it's just a team name or a city name on the front with a number or even no number. So sometimes seeing a gray jersey design that's a little bit different sometimes is a breath of fresh air. And, you know, to see something like this as a gray alternate for the Cubs, maybe once in a blue moon, I wouldn't necessarily be against that. But the problem is the Cubs are such a tradition-oriented franchise that I would totally respect the team and not blame them if they didn't want to add anything else. But, you know, I gotta say, this is actually a really good design. I just would make it say Cubs instead of Cubbies. And even the light blue, what I would probably have done myself is I would have made these light blue stripes red to better tie in with the color scheme. But even as I say that, I still feel it's a really good looking jersey design, to be honest. And, you know, I gotta admit, I would not be against the Cubs creating a design like this with a few tweaks to what they made for this game earlier this season, about 2 or 3 months ago, and wear it as a once-in-a-while gray alternate. I actually think something like that would be pretty cool. Or even creating an alternate design to wear once in a blue moon that maybe wasn't gray, that maybe was royal blue or even powder blue even. But, you know, I gotta admit, for a jersey that was just intended for short usage, I gotta be honest, I'm actually impressed with what the Cubs came up with. And also, I can honestly say that I like what the Pirates did with theirs as well. The golden yellow on white actually looks quite good. And I really liked the caps that they wore for this uniform too. The only thing I would have done is made the Pirates bandana red like it was before when it was their main logo. Because I know they switched to the P as their main logo. But besides that, and also this gold here, I would have made this lighter gold black on each side of the yellow chest stripe as well. And you know what? But even as I say that though, the uniform they came up with, nickname and all, like city nickname instead of the city, I've got to be honest, I actually feel that the Pirates did a really good job with theirs too. I mean, for jerseys that were clearly designed with inspiration from what the kids wear at the Little League World Series every year, in my opinion, I feel that both teams did a really good job. And I thought I'd make a little extra video to share my thoughts on these because, especially with Chicago's jersey that you see here, for Little League inspired jersey design for both teams, I thought that both teams did a really good job. And I thought that it was worth sitting down and doing a quick little video on. But once again, this jersey to me is the winner of the two. I really like this design. The only thing I would have changed is I would have made it just say Cubs on the front instead of Cubbies. But anyways, on that note, I'm going to keep this video short, and I'm just going to call it a wrap on this video and end it now. But I'd love to hear what you guys think about these uniforms. I think that both teams actually did a really good job. And my next baseball video that I will hopefully get around to soon is going to be my thoughts on those all monochrome black and monochrome white uniforms that we saw recently for the Players Weekend that happened about a month or so ago. And I gotta confess, I hated those uniforms and I thought they were downright horrible. But I'm going to share my thoughts on those and add more to my thoughts that I just shared there in a separate video because I think it's worth it and I really, really want to do a rant on those because I thought they were just bloody terrible. But finally, I want to end this video by giving a special shout out to a channel that I follow, and his name is King Angus, and I really wanted to give King Angus a special acknowledgement because I wanted to give you a tip of my cap, Angus, because I thought that was really impressive that you did that interview video with those prospects. I thought that was a really well done video, and you know what? I thought I'd give you an acknowledgement here because I feel that you really deserve it, and I really enjoyed seeing that, and I wasn't expecting that. So, you know, most people don't get an opportunity to do that, and even when most people meet prospects, usually they are not sitting down and interviewing them for a YouTube video. So I just thought I'd give you that acknowledgement because I really felt, and I still feel, that it's well deserved in my opinion. But anyways, you guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. I'd love to hear what you guys think about these uniforms. And on that note, folks, I will call it a wrap now. And I hope you have all enjoyed the video. And on that note, take care, you guys. And of course, as always, bye for now.